say, okay, only trade 5 times a day or stuff like that. So I'm going to adjust trade larger. One, that's my first problem, and my second problem is that this is using market order to go in, and for some reason you cannot test in the back test program market order because it won't let you test limit order or market order. Okay. Um, the market order function of NinjaTrader works totally different than just using a profit target and use ATMs and all. Totally different. So I don't see 100 trades a day like if I just simply put a profit and target. If I put an ATM strategy and use market orders, I get a lot less. This is why I'm telling you that if the strategy analyzer tells positive value, that when I go to live data, which is here, that I'm going to see a positive value, but nowhere near uh, what I'm for many reasons. And one of them is that you can't do limit order back testing on NinjaTrader. You can only do profit and back testing. And the other reason is that again I have to adjust. That's the main reason. The limit orders are reacting differently, and I cannot debug it because you can only do it on live simulation. But anyways, the whole point of the matter is that this has been live for the last 4 or 5 days. $1,000 for somebody. Okay, so let's go to algorithm number 7. I'm probably going to throw away algorithm number 7. That's the one that lost the most. Doubt completely. I think I know why, because this algorithm is a little bit too laxed in EMI indicator trader. So what it tries to do is that when the value of the trend is positive of the transition, it takes a trade. And I have very little confirmation signals on it, so I'm gonna give it one more shot. Uh, Away, but again, this is the whole point of that's why I offer a library of trade setups, so that whoever uses this can find a trade setup that works for them.
So which
If we
one do
go
you find
to
is the best for you now? Or you haven't looked at it for a while?
well, the only one that's really bombing out is algorithm number 7 because fast. Number 8, I made 1,000. Number 5, I made 160 bucks. 40% probability here. Percentage of profitability. I made 160 bucks. Right on now. Um, and remember, this is tested on different markets, whether it's the ES, EMD,
Yeah.
Bitcoin, oil. Play around just to make sure the algorithm can work on different things. This one, for unknown reason, only made 25 bucks. Okay, which this, so I might have to see what market I put it in. This one should make more. This is the famous turtle trade setup used in the early, I think, 90s, right? Okay, algorithm number 3 is 100% on this one. Now, now check. Okay, I see why. There's one even trade. So the percent of profit. This is a 100% win. Okay, except that there was one even trade. So the probability is based on not the actual money won, but it's based on whether you had an even trade or losing trade or stuff like that. So I instantly have a 50% of profitability simply because of trade and a winning trade. So they're saying they're trying to say is that event can go one way or another or another. Okay, then that's the percentage of profitability. I think they used the wrong word. I think a percentage of probability. I don't know how they, they're trying profitability are two the kind of same things. I don't know if they are. Are they?
We're not really sure.
I don't know.
Right. Exactly. And the other thing is that I do not understand is they have here the the of a trade. Uh, 1 second, I gotta put you on hold. I got a call. I gotta get.
Okay. Excuse me. So I want to understand how we can set up an account. We have to set up an account and run it, replicate his setup, or what? Can we bring in another trader, programmer like George, maybe to discuss it there? You understand?
Yeah. We have somebody like George involved in it. And George, so we come with him.
He loses me.
Yeah,
I don't understand what we're doing.
he loses himself because he doesn't know performance, and then showing us the performance.
Yeah, and I can't see what is made on a monthly or annual basis in percentage. Can you ask him to show us? What am I asking to show us?
Percentage ones that we're going to list in dollar.
Percentage. One.
And then here, in percentages rather than real profit.
You understand what I want to show us? So ask me if you can show us that. And the next question is, can you replicate exactly setup?
Replicate it on our end in terms of trading or replicate that you actually have it in an account?
Yes. Would that make any difference? And one day I need to say it, it's just
Right.
replicate. Am I misspelling it?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm back.
okay.
Setup. Two questions.
First of all, in this one, can you, what creates the highest percentage? Which setup? Can you show us in percentage terms?
Well, I don't know how.
Just on the
Or like
very
$200.
top.
I mean, it's
If you look at the top there,
No, I
where
know
a
that, but
display, instead of
understand that, but-
currency,
but
that
at the end of-
summary currency, pull that down. Yes.
I understand that. But what
And
does
then go to
percentage point have to
percentage.
do with anything? I did. There you go. Point 12.
No, percent. Change it to percent
It's only-
right there. You have currency. Yeah. Click on that. Okay.
I have it to percent. I have it
Okay.
to percent. And it's purpose because this has only been running for 3 days.
Okay.
I'm sorry, 6 days, and only did one trade. What
It only did
percentage
one
are you gonna
trade,
get?
yeah.
It says 8%. Is that 8.12%?
Right. For 3 days, it's only been here.
Right.
Okay. So for
Okay.
3 days, it's pretty
If you
good.
look-
And per month,
Well,
128.
1.121%. Yeah, much more than the bank is going to give you. But
in
you know,
23 days, divided by 30.
okay, based on this, on this, you're getting over 13% return a year,
Yeah,
right?
right. Now, but you said you don't trust this, right?
For that. No. This is live trading.
Okay. So this is
Back
live.
testing.
This is actually doing it.
Yeah.
You will replicate
Yes.
set up with that.
So-
That was a.
So is
now,
there a way that we can replicate your setup? So that's
now
setup
we'll go
3,
here.
right?
Yeah. Now we're gonna go to setup 2.
So what would
Okay,
it
so setup-
take for us to replicate this, Tony?
Okay. Well, Ninja Trader. I have Ninja Trader on a Windows server. So what I do is I put 10 robots, in other words, 10 Ninja Traders with virtualized on a Windows server. I open them up, right, and then I add Tradefoxx. Okay, I don't have 10 different data feeds, so sometimes I ask my friends that have live trading accounts to give me their again, and then on the other machines I put their login so I can get another data feed because I'm not going to pay 10 times to Connecticut for 10 robots. You know what I'm saying? Can help from Ninja Trader, whether it's their free or whether it's the purchased Kinetic account. You only allow one data feed. So if you wanted to see if this is true with like 10, you would need 10 of the data feeds, unfortunately. Unless, which I don't know if anyone has done, unless somebody has created some sort of open data feed SourceForge application. The world can actually use stock data to be able to test the market. You know what I mean?
And you actually, so how much?
I haven't found it. I haven't found it yet.
So are you trading live these accounts yourself?
This is with live data,
Meaning you actually have an account
real time.
real time that you with your money that you're actually, or for other people's money that you're actually trading these automated setups?
No, because
So I guess I'm confused.
No.
Tony, I guess I'm confused because I don't understand where you're saying these are live trades, and then the strategy analyzer you didn't have trust in.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Do you understand my confusion?
Yes. Yeah. Well, okay. These are simulated trades on a live, on a real-time data feed.
Okay.
Okay, they're not real trades on a real account with a data feed. These are a simulated account with a real-time data feed. In other words, real-time data coming in, robot reacting to that. Okay, this doesn't take into effect slippage
Right.
that might happen on a real
Or
account.
really being filled.
Right, exactly. Which only happens on a real account, correct?
So,
Another question is, you said you have a virtual machine. Are you running on the server Windows, and then the virtual machine is Hyper-V? Or
exactly. In other words, what you guys are trying to do, if these are university machines, I have a virtualized environment, and then you call it, bot one, Ninja Trader 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, and just have everybody desktop into each different image, and then that's it, and use it from there instead of download it to waiting for the techie to come in and all that kind of stuff.
We are having a difficult time understanding fully what you are saying. I was wondering if we brought another developer like you to help us understand what exactly are you doing. This is a guy that is spending full time developing the algorithms and selling the algorithms and trading them on a live account every day. Because I have a very difficult time to understand what you are saying. If I wanted to, let me try to interpret a little bit, tell you what I understand, which is probably wrong. You have a server that is running Windows 10 server or Windows 7 server, the recent Windows Server software. And on it, you make an Hyper-V virtual machine or VMware virtual machine, or what kind of a virtual machine is it? And inside that virtual machine, you are running Windows
VMware.
10 with Ninja Trader 8 with a feed, with one feed. But you say that you have trouble because you want to test all the 9 robots, but you don't have 9 separate feeds. So you're using somebody else's feed to test simultaneously in another virtual machine, another robot. I'm trying to understand.
Yes.
What are you telling us?
Yes.
Where
exactly what I'm telling you.
where am I wrong?
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
did I misinterpret you?
Yes. No, you didn't misinterpret me. That's the only way to fast track and test a Ninja Trader algorithm simulation. You got to have many different robots, and plus, especially if the algorithm that you did works on different markets. Even though that within the same, as you see here, I have in this particular robot, I have all the algorithms turned on. Some are on the ERIM. Here, a couple are the EMD. This one, which is Sim Oil, hasn't traded. I'm doing Bitcoin. That one didn't trade this week. The trade. I have to roll over the account. So let me click here. Hit edit. It's on oil of. Let me pick oil. It was on the oil for last month. Search. So it's doing different markets, and so therefore you have to have a robot on a machine virtualized trading all day, and so that you can come back at the end of the week and do
what
the results.
virtual? You didn't tell me. I was asking you a question. Which virtual machine are you using? VMware? Are you using Hyper-V?
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't wear underwear. I'm more of a Linux guy, even though I'm fully versed in Windows. But as you know, the world runs on Linux now. Microsoft.
Fine. I'm not passing any judgment.
But
I would just like to understand what it is that you are doing. Are you using the Oracle virtual machine running on a Windows server? Give me enough details so I can understand what you're talking about. Are you running Linux on the server and then the virtual machine VMware, and inside you're running the Windows operating system? I don't understand.
It's incredible how much you know about computers. Yes, of course. VMware is built on a Linux operating system, and that's the for virtual machine. Yes,
Guess what? I gave you three or four
yes,
different.
you're correct on your yes, you're correct on your that VMware is built on Linux. Yes,
I know that, but I'm not asking you. I know about VMware and I know about the Oracle Virtual Machine and the Hyper-V. I'm asking you if we wanted to replicate what you are doing to fully understand it, we have to install
actually
Linux.
reverse. It's actually reverse. If you wanted to create a form of robots trading different markets, you would create what I use, which is a virtual machine with whatever you want,
But what are you doing? Are you using VMware or are you using Hyper-V?
yes,
What are you specifically using?
Hyper-V. I use VMware.
Did you say that you're using VMware?
Yes. Yep.
So the VMware has
VMware is the way
different
to go.
versions. They have a workstation version and they have a server version and they have 50 other things. And in the VMware, you're
That's true.
running Windows and Ninja Trader,
Yes.
of which you're using VMware or you're using another virtual machine software.
I'm using VMware, and obviously I'm using the development license,
But this is not the free.
and I'm using the.
Is that the
No,
free
I'm not
VMware
using the.
workstation?
No. I'm using the VMware just for servers, not the one for workstations.
So that is not the free version. Is
No,
that correct?
Depends. A free development license also for the VMware server part. So it depends. This is not the version for the home person, the workstation person. This is the version, the version with the free development license, which reduces the cores that you can use in a development environment, which you can also use. So you can use the server edition with less cores and create your own, which is enough to create and then create your own virtual machines using the server edition.
I'm trying to figure out
So you
what
don't
can
have
we
to,
replicate in the least expensive way to demonstrate what essentially you are doing so we can compare the results with one example to get a clue to exactly what it is that you are doing and see how
you're
we
not going to be
can.
able to. You're not going to be able to because you would need. Let's say, let's look at it from a different point. Let's say that. By the way, this is algorithm number 2. If you look at the screen, which is one of the core trading thing. So it lost $50. It made 250. Probability 16%. 1.5 is the program. It's a little bit more lax. And the first one, which is sorry, 3-1 also made money. Made 525. So if I take algorithm 1, algorithm 2, algorithm 3, algorithm 4, 5, I skip number 7 because I don't like what it's doing. I skip number 7. Algorithm 8. Okay, all the algorithms that have except number 7, which is needs some TLC. It produced $2,240 with in simulation mode, and lost $320. Okay, all right. it won 11 trades, lost six, and broke even on six. Okay, and that's where we're at. Okay, its recovery time supposedly here is 2.2 days. Profit per month is 7.69%. So if you would take all the algorithms except for number three, which is not working, it looks like I have a good platform, and that's trading across four different markets. The most volatile, crazy market, oil, okay, and let's see what the BTC account here. Okay, so the BTC account didn't make that much. BTC did 24 trades. Let's see it by itself. And I don't know what algorithm I picked for BTC, but so BTC bombed out. Okay, it didn't do 24 trades. It bombed out. It did one trade and $525. I'd have to review this one. I don't know what. I just did this for the hell of it with the BTC, Bitcoin. I just want to see if the algorithms trade, and I don't know on it and stuff like that. I just want to see if it actually do a trade. I'm gonna have to play with this one a little bit more to see if I get a Bitcoin trader going. That's what we have so far with Tradefoxx. One failed, which is this one, algorithm number 7. It did 34 trades and lost 22. It lost $1,000 and generated one profit for 560. I've been testing it quite a while, and I'm not liking it, so I'm going to take it back to the shop to fix. The algorithm is proving to be accurate based on live here, live data feed, simulation mode. So these are the things that I've programmed and I've created. Okay, these are the things that have been paper traded in today's technology would be in simulation mode with a live data feed, right? Data feed, okay, and so that's it. Fox has programs, and it has multiple different programs and of course different things. Now, this guy that you're saying that's trading live and all that, yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of people that are trading live their algorithms. Okay, it would be interesting to see what this person is doing. How frank is he going to be in explaining how a system works? Boss, because you were talking about you have this guy that's trading live a particular algorithm.
Yes, and I can give you his information on his website, and you can look at him.
Yeah, I'll look at him. Okay, the question is money. I'll buy it tomorrow, Avi. I don't need to be spending all my years programming logic for trading. If there's somebody who has a low capital, low contract, low drawdown trading strategy, I'm in. I'll be the first buyer. I'll be the first one to purchase it.
No, I don't want you to buy what he has. I want to understand. Let me ask you another question. If I'm a housewife and I want to run your algorithm, can I use the free VMware version that I can install on a home computer and install your algorithm there and just get an image of it and just install the image on a housewife's
No.
computer.
I think you're missing the point. VMware is only for mass production.
So the answer is no. I won't be able to install the free version of
No, the
VMware.
answer is not. The answer is not no. The answer is that VMware was not created for a singular analysis point or a singular product.
No,
VMware was
the
made
question is if
when
we
you
can
need
put it on the
many
lab.
and
We have 50 computers on in the lab. And we can get an image, and also keep in mind that the university has a lot of these things for free, Windows and so on. And they have a license. Could we put the image on some of these computers and simulate the situation that you have on one item with one data feed?
I see what you're saying. You download my image and then give it to and then you simply upload the image in VMware to the different workstations.
Start with one or two of our workstations, and then if it works, then replicate it on a larger number. And if it doesn't, figure out why it doesn't. I don't understand well enough exactly what you are doing. I wanted to bring somebody else that can look at it, and maybe he can understand what you are doing and explain it to us.
Or as an individual, what part do you not understand? Just ask the.
For
Because if you
example,
don't understand the whole scope, then we have a problem.
if I here I have about 3 or 4 machines running Windows 10. Like this machine that I'm on right now has 32 gig of RAM running Windows 10. If I wanted to install VMware on it and inside install Windows and inside install NinjaTrader 8
Right. Yeah.
and
So if
run
you
the
had 32
feed that you
gigs,
saw that I ran
right, if you
last
had 30,
time.
yeah, but again, if you want an image, so you don't have to be installing NinjaTrader and you don't want to be installing Tradefoxx, and you want a pure image that only has Tradefoxx in it, and then use an image. Okay, of course you can do that. That saves time in your classroom environment. Okay, all right.
Yes.
Then yes. Okay, but
So
then again,
what you're telling me that that
your
will not
students.
work, or will it work?
Sure, it would work.
And will it represent more or less what you are doing?
I didn't create a VMware environment so that I could test my system. I do that on my laptop with regular NinjaTrader. I
Okay,
created
now
a
you
VMware.
understand me. This is what when I invited you to Whole Food, this is what I hoped to do at the time. That was a few years ago. And I'm going to go back to it because
Yeah.
I suspected that
Again,
this
from
is
from a classroom
on a
environment.
smaller scale,
Again, from a
this is what
classroom
you are
environment.
doing, and so we can communicate to other people more or less what you are doing.
Stop sharing. Okay, from a small scale. Again, if test the system. I'm sure you got NinjaTrader installed on all your laptops, and I'm sure you're testing other providers and other that kind of stuff. So I'm just a little script that you add onto the NinjaTrader, and you call it a day. Okay, all I was showing you was my VMware environment where I test across and trying how to create a server farm of multiple robots making money, or in this particular case, testing the logic. That's all anywhere, or VBox or whatever you want for, and then have an image and then upload the image, and have every and have continuously coming in or whatever. Sure, and I can provide you the image, no problem. That has to do with how you want to work with your students. That has nothing to do with helping me and Tradefoxx. Because whether you open it up on NinjaTrader plain vanilla on your laptop, or whether you open it up on a VMware environment, at the end, what's going to help is actually running the Tradefoxx analysis and trying to figure out whether it's true or not. Everybody else, and you probably think that there's somebody out there that's trading live their algorithm. It's making money. When you find him, please let me know. I'll be the first one to buy it.
This guy is claiming that he's making money and he's making a living off of it, so he's not working anywhere else. And in my judgment,
Okay.
I haven't tested his algorithm myself, which he told me that he would like to give me to test, but I'm trying to understand even how we can work with you, and I don't fully understand what you are doing and what you are saying, because the terminology that you are using is a little bit confusing for me.
Well, our complex a lot of because I tried to provide as many settings that a trader would use. A trader wants to control the days a trade, they want to trades they want to do a day, the amount of risk that they want to lose a day,
This
the
is
amount
why
of
I wanted to
profit
bring
they want
somebody
to
that
do
is a professional trader in,
a day.
and he is
It's
also
not just
a professional programmer, so he has a background similar to you, as opposed to other traders that I'm working with that are just traders and they hire professional programmers to do the coding for them. This guy, he's coding it himself, and he's also a professional trader, and he's done it for many years.
okay. So I traded too, and I'm also a programmer, so we're both the same kind of
That's right.
person.
And in this conference that we are going to go to, the Nova University, there will be several people just like you. But I'm trying to find some path that somebody like myself can understand more thoroughly what it is that you are doing, and I cannot reach any point that I feel satisfied that I understand it.
Yeah. Well, right now I'm just talking to you from a classroom environment standpoint, talking about Tradefoxx as a product. Okay. So far, I've been trying to find something that your business department can, which has nothing to do what a computer department would use it for. Totally two different lingos, totally two different conversations, totally two different. Can't even merge.
He doesn't see the merger.
There's no merger between computer technology programming and business financial analysis.
He doesn't see any
I
merger.
understand.
There's no merger.
I'm dealing with both of them.
So we're in kind of in
Yeah,
between. So
so-
we wanted to see if there was
Yeah.
something that was similar.
Yeah. So the only in between is that once there's a product finish, whether it's Tradefoxx or any
Okay.
other product, you take this product from a financial point of view and you try to be a financial.
Okay. Are you at that stage?
Let me try to. I think I am, right? Look at the back
Yeah.
testing.
Maybe I'll show him right myself.
All now.
No. Just concentrate on what
Yeah,
he's doing.
okay.
What?
You know,
Let me show him right myself. Maybe that
of back it's positive, right?
Yes.
Live simulation. I just showed you.
RH.
I showed you. Data feed on simulation mode. All the numbers look positive. Okay. So it looks like the algorithm is ready now. You know, there's a lot more analysis that I'm doing. So I'm doing both sides, right? I'm doing the computer analysis, doing the financial side, right? Because then I have to say, okay, this algorithm actually worked out. How much capital do I need for this algorithm? How much bankroll do I need for this algorithm? Okay, and based on the results that I'm getting either through simulation or through that. You can't just trade whether you're going to trade manually or whether you're going to use a robot. You can't just blindly say, okay, I'm going to take 10 grand, put it on this, and that's it. You're not going to even. Do you know how much capital you're going to need for that robot? Do you know how much the trade that each trade? What's the average amount that it's going to win or lose? All these things are now at the financial business side of the equation, which would be people. Business people would take a program that's created by somebody, crunch the numbers, and have to be able to spew back in a trading structure. Because, for instance, a trading guy really doesn't care. He cares about how much money do I need to bankroll this strategy. How much is each trade going to be? What's the expectation of each trade, win or loss? What's my maximum drawdown? How much money will I need per day to take all the hit?
Let me ask you, can you see
all those things
the
are part
chat?
of the financial business side?
Can you see the chat? I put the address of this company. It's called rhinosoftwareinc.com. Can you see the chat box?
Right. So Rhino
What?
Software, yeah, I've heard of them.
Have you seen that? Did you see the, Avi put in the, well, let me just see. Why don't you share your screen?
I shared it already. So.
Oh, you didn't share it? No, I mean the Rhino software.
Browser blocked. I cannot
Okay,
do it.
I can go.
Okay, we will put in the URL for this company. And maybe
I have it here.
He has it,
yeah,
Rhino.
Rhino
Yeah, Rhino
Software
Software.
Inc.com.
Yeah,
So he's another add-on provider.
right,
Okay,
right.
he's another add-on provider. He doesn't have a free trial,
Right.
a free 60-day trial like I have. You
Right.
gotta pay $99 to try him out.
Right.
Okay, all right. Okay, so it's not free.
Right.
It's $99. Okay, he has no back history at all. Tests like I have. He has no daily results. Let's see what his daily results. Okay, daily results on YouTube. Okay, so I have to go to YouTube to look at his daily results. Let's see what he trades here. Let's see if he gives us any of what his strategy is. Is it one strategy, two strategies? Okay, let's see what it says. Does he say anything about the strategy? Does he disclose his strategies? Like my strategy number 4 for me is the turtle trade strategy. Strategy number 8 for me is the infamous tops and bottoms, and nobody's ever been able to do them before. Strategy number 3 for me is a tricks trader. Strategy number 1 and 2 for me, EMA manual trade setup. Let's see if I can figure out by looking at this guy's website, which is kind of very plain. Okay, let's see if I can figure out what is he selling. I don't think I can.
Right.
Maybe
But
we
I will.
can just
Okay, so
maybe we can just
do you
do a
understand
video.
the difference between me? Do you understand the difference
Yeah, you're an open book, Tony.
between?
Is that a fair
Yes.
statement?
Okay. Yes. Okay, that's the difference between. It's a magical thing that's happening.
But can we bring him into a
Okay,
video
that nobody
conference?
can
Would it be
study or
useful for
research.
him to be in a video conference with us?
And maybe he will be prepared to open
Actually,
his strategy.
actually, at some point, I'm not there yet because I think I'm close to something. I might just do open source. I might just open up all 8 strategies, full open source. Let's go wild. Dude, anybody else doing that? I've
So
invested
he did
since
another
I've been
version with us that is open
2010.
source.
Right, 2010. We're now in 2020. I got
Right.
10 years creating these logics, programming.
Would it be
3
of
o'clock
any
in the morning,
interest, Tony, to
adjusting,
have a
adjusting,
discussion
and
with
tweaking.
him and you and us?
For what? I'm going to believe in my own
Yeah, he doesn't want.
logic, right?
Yeah.
He's a one-man show with one
Right.
logic. I'm up to 10,
Yeah.
and
Okay. Okay.
and create a library. If I can, I'll eventually create a library of all the classical trade setups that exist.
Yeah.
Right. So
Mm-hmm.
if Larry Williams, I read Larry Williams' book, and there's only 2 out of all Larry Williams' books, 2 setups in all his books.
That he's sharing. Yeah.
I just want
And I programmed one, of them, which
Okay.
was a 3 up to 3 low.
I want to bring
The
him
3
in
up,
so he can
3 high,
explain
3
to
low.
me
2.
what you are saying because I have trouble understanding fully what you're talking about.
We just wanted him to bring him into our discussion, so it's just in another
no
way.
problem. No, I have no problem. Talk to other developers and other ecosystem providers like Rhino Software from NinjaTrader. I have no problem.
So would you be interested?
But
Can
but,
we set up a conference
but my
with the
mind's
4
a
of
little bit
us?
different. Yeah, sure. I have no problem. I don't know
When
what he's gonna.
are you available next Tuesday at noon?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Wanna
No
do
problem. I
that?
think
Yeah,
I
so
should
let's
be
set up.
available.
We'll try to set up a StreamYard for next Tuesday at noon, and then we'll
Okay.
share with him your
What you,
website.
and we mainly I want him to explain to me what is
Remember-
it that you're talking about.
Just get
So
it.
maybe I can understand it in enough detail that I can figure what
Okay.
can we do. He also developed
How
an
about this? I
open.
got her. Yes. I
He
got. How
also
about this?
developed an open source.
Considering that you have considering you have such a clear Rhino reverse, you don't understand me. Explain to me Rhino.
Okay. All right. So let's do this. Tuesday at noon, I'll get in touch with him.
Yes, let me just tell you that he has the same idea that you have, and in fact, he did develop together with us an open source strategy that it is not the same strategy that he's selling on the website, but for now, he didn't give us permission to share it with anybody, but the idea is to make it available to our students and also to you. So that is what he's doing with us.
Oh, no
So-
problem. I could do that too.
Yeah,
What does he say?
he can do that.
So that just, I didn't tell you about it. You just told me that you're thinking about open source,
And he shared.
and
with-
he was thinking about the same thing, and we were
no, no,
working
no,
with
no.
him.
I'm talking about open source like Linux and all that.
And we were talking about that too. For now, we've just done an open source on NinjaTrader source code, and he was interested in us helping him opening it, developing it on NinjaTrader, open source, not only to the strategy but the entire trading environment.
Hey, I got one thing that would be the biggest help for Tradefoxx, and see if your programmers can. Okay, let's something in NinjaTrader, right? And let's say that it controls of time, dates, events, how many trades, stuff like that. But I don't have no algorithm. I don't want to put any algorithm. I want to create a control program, which I already have, right? And then I want to allow you to in what if whatever statement you want, whether you do it through the strategy builder, whatever, into this control that I already have for
So
certain trade setups.
he has similar ideas to you. We didn't go that path yet. For now, I just wanted to develop something, and so we developed a polynomial. Uh, I talked to you about it last time that I met you. You probably forgot everything, but we combined a polynomial with a linear polynomial regression and a linear regression plus SMA crossover, and we developed a strategy which
It's a simple one.
a simple one which we intend to share with the students at the university, with the computer science department at the university, and this is a completely different group of people, and also with the developers, and to set up a group of people like you, which are professional trader, number one, and number two, with kind of computer science degree and professional programmers, and to see if we can help each other. Number one, in the marketing, for sure we can help you, but in the coding and improving the algorithm too, whichever algorithm you are using. But for now, just I want to bring him in to see if you can get along enough to talk together without agitating each other, and
See if there's some mutual
if
way.
there is a basis for collaboration. Because most people like you are sitting by themselves,
And he's sitting by himself.
and he's sitting by himself. You don't have a focus group of 100 potential customers so you can test things, and you don't get any
Yeah, I
feedback.
understand that. But for there to be a collaboration, to be a common goal. I want to go to Mars, so you bring in the experts.
Me too.
Okay,
I
okay.
don't.
okay.
So this is why I'm saying let's make a
So
small.
experts, you bring the rocket scientists.
Right.
So what is
Let's-
the goal here? I want to make I want to make a says an income generator. What is the goal? I want to create an algorithm that a hedge fund can use. What's the goal? So then
Yeah.
you bring
Let's
me,
let's start small.
you bring in your programmers. Well, small. You don't. What's small?
No,
What's
but even
small?
just, you know,
Small is to have you and him on the same
wavelength.
video conference, and for you to explain what you are doing, and from him to listen to it and see if he understands it. I feel that I don't fully understand you, but that is my problem. And he will come in, and I think that has exactly the same background as you are.
Similar anyway.
Maybe together we can figure out. We have also rocket scientists.
I don't
but
know.
If the three of us, or
I don't
four
know
of
if
us
we have-
cannot understand each other, there's no point to bring in anybody else.
If we don't
Right.
understand it, it's hard for us to bring in other people.
Well, first of all, all is my product. We haven't talked about, and all I've been talking about is how the business class should take on data, raw data from a trading program, and be able to analyze that and be able to recommend as the to come to that it's productive for that company. That's all I was talking about.
Yeah.
What did you
Talking
say?
about now, you brought in
He's just-
another aspect. Yeah, you brought in another aspect, which is how do I get with a couple of experts and NinjaTrader, and how do I get something going where I can create a course syllabus that
There's so many.
that students can start getting into, and I'm going to assume it's on the programming side, okay, to create
I understand.
What did you say?
um,
There- there are
and
many
that's a different animal.
Yeah, but
No, there are very many different,
completely different, but they're complementary.
no, but they contain the same things because they're
That's
different groups of
exactly
people.
right. I agree with you.
Yeah, they're like different groups.
Well,
One is just the business students, one is for programmers, one is for other traders that are going in, and one is maybe for developers. And I see that you have a higher goal, which sounds to be good, Tony, is that almost a developer's section here that you're saying, hey, let me even make it open source, and everybody, almost like in an open source environment, can contribute and make it better.
Because when I introduced that to the computer science department, you're talking with people with a PhD in computer science.
It's a completely different crowd.
That's exactly what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the strategy in Python and to take open source and to do the whole thing open source with the strategy in Python, the same strategy that we have done in NinjaTrader with the polynomials and the SMA crossover. They wanted to reprogram it in Python and put it on an open source, and they will take care of everything else and make it available to us. But this is totally different. It is yet another facet of the same thing.
right. The only thing for that is that you got to be where you're going to be getting your raw data for trading.
Okay, let's work.
That's another story. But my number one concern is how can I get some cash flow in your pocket in real time so that you can get some cash flow out of your efforts so you can fund additional work. So for that reason, I was giving top priority to the business side of it. The question is, can we make it attractive enough for the broadest basis of users, like a housewife that can take an image of VMware, install it on her laptop, and also install it on a server that is close to the exchange, but run the same algorithm locally on her laptop and remotely on the server that is close to the exchange to reduce the latency.
Yeah.
And the only time she will do it, she will babysit it when she's washing dishes in the kitchen. The laptop will be going, and she will be able to see if something happened to the server and it crashed or something like that, or she wants to shut it off altogether. She will be able to do it at any time, and she will be able to pay you something for all your efforts. So you can get a large number of users like that, and at least break even on your investment in time and energy.
All good. The only thing, if I don't have a product,
He doesn't have a product.
So fine. So that is why we bring in the programming side and to help you have a product. But you are 90% there.
it looks like it.
Okay. All right, so let's
it's all
schedule
about-
it for Tuesday at 12 p.m. How does that sound?
One of the benefits would be from the technical side is coming out with faster results. In other words, being able to simulate and having the confidence that there's something
having more
that you
confidence.
can build on.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
Because
I know what you mean very well, because this is exactly my challenge. That I don't have confidence that I understand I need to understand in details
What are we doing?
what you are doing and what you want, and I cannot get a good grip on it that I have a confidence that I understand exactly what you are doing
Okay.
or what you want. And if I got a third party and he also doesn't understand it, then I cannot get any forward. But if he can understand it and explain it to me maybe in a slightly different way, I can get a grip of what it is that you're talking about.
No problem.
All right, so let's plan on it. In the meantime, have a nice weekend. We are planning to put together a website and a vanity phone number that will spell something to do with strategy trading. We haven't started it yet. And we will make it #1 worldwide. So when somebody types in the word strategy or something like that, we will come on the top of all the search engines. And what we would like to do is to put some of your strategies on there, and we'll see if more people are interested in downloading your trial and so on. That already will mean to me that we are making some progress.
Okay, we'll see. So let's schedule for next week, okay?
Sounds, as you can see, from a positive point of view, I showed you that it's trading in real time.
Yeah,
and
we
it's
saw it.
actually making money, which is
Yeah,
the
that's
whole thing.
Really?
Yeah.
We forgot about that. We forgot that was the goal, Tony. We felt
That's
just
the goal.
for your entertainment value.
Yeah.
So the #1 objective you have achieved already. So let's move on.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, Tony.
Yeah.
So,
All right, so let's.
All right, thank you.
and then if you come to South Florida, let us know.
Tell me your number so I can write it down.
Yeah.
So in case the communication
I
is
don't know
not
if I'm
good.
coming to South Florida because so far all these video conferencing has been me explaining my problem. Really talked about, supposedly we were going to be talking about what will be this, actually doing a presentation on stage, and what that would entail, which has nothing to do with academics.
Right.
What does he say?
That he's thinking about the presentation at the end of the month too. We haven't even talked about that.
Yeah.
Yes,
But before we do that, we want to understand it well.
Right. What's the number? Let me verify.
Well, understand what Tradefoxx is all about, the software that Tradefoxx is. Okay, I think you already, we've gone over.
I understand the idea, but I don't understand
Yeah.
how you think about implementing it on a commercial environment that it can work fast enough for a person that is not a programmer and not a developer and not a professional trader. I want to expose it to the widest array of people that are interested in monitoring it, like you said, babysitting it in real time.
Again, you give them two versions.
It's
You
two
give them
versions.
this
Okay,
one.
Okay. Let's
What's
just
the
go.
number?
You give them this
I don't
one
know.
on steroids.
Tony, what's your phone number?
Can you tell us what is the number in case the communication doesn't work so we can call you and talk to you on the phone?
What number should we call, Tony? 786?
No, my Skype number, which is 305
305
767.
767
No, 767
7 what?
767
Yeah, 767
4266.
4266
Yeah, 305 767 4266.
4266. Not
Thanks.
3.
Okay.
Okay, Tony. All right. So we'll talk to you next Tuesday, okay?
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
So thank you
Thank you.
and have a nice weekend.
Bye bye.
Bye
Bye.
now.
Yes, you too. Bye. Now.
Bye.
Bye.